Hi friends, hi friends, hi friends. Happy Thursday. It's Throw It Out Thursday, all of our favorite cleaning night of the week. Hi guys, how are you? Happy Thursday. Cleanest night of the week, representing up in here. I am doing the dough with my little hoodie because it's a little chilly here. Hi guys. Hi Patty, hi Wendy, hi Olivia, hi Dr. Laura. Yes, super fancy. And of course, speaking of fancy, the Zoya of the week is Zoya Abby. She is pretty in purple, and if y'all don't know about Zoya, Zoya is one of my favorite ways to kick chemicals to the curb like we do here every week on Periscope. Hi Alicia, hi guys, because Zoya nail polish is Big 10 free, so it doesn't have all those nasty formaldehyde chemicals and all those things that we don't want our children breathing in. We don't want to be breathing in either, so Zoya is the best. Hi Becky, and I love Zoya. I've been collecting Zoya nail polish for about 8 or 9 years, so I hope you will give it a try. And as you can see every week, lots of different colors. Hi from Wyoming. Oh, Becky's just coming back from the convention in Utah for Young Living. She is the owner of the Root and Petal, so please check out therootandpetal.com for all of our favorite roller balls with rainbow love and flair. Yes, lavender color for tonight. So third time's a charm, really, because just when you thought that we'd covered all the Bro Terra bases, I have more Man Cave essentials to share. So get comfy, get your unicorn slippers on, your fox slippers on, your bunny slippers, whatever you have handy, get comfy and help me kick chemicals to the curb like we do every week. And this time for the dudes and the dads and all the guys in your life. If you are new to my Periscope channel, thank you for stopping by and spending some of your evening with me. My name is Hillary LeMay, and I am an essential oil educator and leader with doTERRA International, and that just means that I love sharing the wellness lifestyle that I love in my home and with my friends and family here with you. And you can swipe to the right or up depending on what kind of phone you have, and you can tap the screen as many times as you want to show me love, and that just lets me know you're enjoying yourself. And when you swipe to the right or up to share, you can share it with all of your friends and followers on social media, and you can just spread this wellness message far and wide. And every week we gather here and we eliminate the geographical barriers, and if you're busy or if you're in traffic or if you're on the West Coast or in another country like many of my other oilers from all over the world and it's not convenient for you, you can watch it later. My scopes from 18 months ago are still available on YouTube, so you can catch up on anything you might have missed, but none of those limitations prevent us from sharing this wellness lifestyle together, and I love sharing it with you. And especially if you don't have anyone in your life that is as passionate and as excited as we are about this wellness lifestyle and using our oils, because we spend our hard-earned money bringing these beautiful pure oils into our home, and if they sit collecting dust, they can't benefit us. We can't feel our best. We can't perform our best in our lives. So I hope that some of these tips and tricks will resonate with you and you will enjoy them. And as always, I love when you tag me and share what you're doing with your oils on Instagram or Facebook, or send me a little message. They're very encouraging and I love you to do that. So, but every week, you know, this is where we come. It's a safe place. Hi guys, hi Shannon. And Father's Day is Sunday. So these are really quick, that you don't need extra ingredients. Hi from Northern California. You don't need any extra bottles or things like that you probably don't have already on hand. And one of the recipes I'm going to show tonight, you do need a dropper bottle. But if you don't have these, there are lots of other ways to go about making these recipes. Sometimes I show with spray bottles, sometimes I show with dropper bottles. Hi from Wisconsin. And you can repurpose your your empty doTERRA essential oil bottles, especially if you're gravitating toward using the droppers for some of your oils. When they're empty, you can take a little bit of lemon essential oil. Hi from Alabama. Oh, we're all over the place tonight. I love it. You can take a little bit of lemon essential oil and get the goo off of the label when you pull it off, and you have your own little bottle. You can give these as gifts, and it's super inexpensive to do that. You can make these in small batches and test them out. So there's lots of ways to save, and that's one of the other things that I'm really passionate about doing is, hi from New Hampshire, awesome. One of the things I love is to teach my oilers how to save and how to stretch their money, because like I said, we're all working really hard for the things that we bring into our home, and essential oils don't have to break the bank. You can enjoy oils on a shoestring budget as well. So tonight we're gonna whip up 3 final DIYs for the dudes and the dads that you can do super last minute. Add them to whatever you're planning for Father's Day this weekend, for your dads, for your hubbies, for the uncles and the brothers and sons and all the grandpas and everyone in your life. And these are not only for men. You can use all of these whoever is in your family, whatever. You can spoil all the people in your life with these recipes. But the first one is a hair and scalp stimulating serum. So if one of the special guys in your life is maybe thinning with their hair a little bit on the sides or maybe in the back, they can use this to help stimulate the hair follicle and healthy hair growth. And then our second recipe is going to be our Barking Dogs Gnarly Nails Foot Fungus Treatment, because we don't want that fungus among us, right? We want to kick all those nasty things to the curb naturally without those over-the-counter serums and things that are going to be filled with preservatives that are going to stay on the shelf for years, and they're going to dry out the skin. They're toxic. We don't even know how to pronounce half the things on there. So we are going to do a little bye-bye foot fungus treatment for the guys. And then lastly, we're going to do a Play Hard workout relief pre and post workout blend. So one of my life hacks for supporting muscles and things like that is to apply the roller before we stretch, before we exercise, before we go on a jog, or before we do our lifting or whatever we're going to do. So I'm going to whip that up really fast for you as well. And what's really neat is my favorite people at the Rollerball Remedies organization, they just recently, this past week, came out with their Rollerball Men's series. You can't really see these but too clearly, but they're really beautiful with wood grain, and they're really colorful. And what's even nicer is that they are all color coded, so you can match these up with your roller balls from the Root and Pedal, and it's just going to be a really fun way for you to color code for your guy, that special guy in your life. You can make a set for him using the Root and Pedal roller balls. Really fun. They're beautiful. Like I said, they're wood grain. I mean, how pretty are those? Really, really fun and nice, and they're manly, they're masculine. Now you can also get a set of labels from oillife.com, and these are really fun, and they cover a lot of the recipes that we've done over the last 3 weeks. So, oh, good. Yeah, they tie into the Root and Pedal rollerball so beautifully. I'm sorry I missed the other comment. It went off on the screen. But we are going to make all these great recipes tonight, and if you miss anything, you can always watch the replay for the exact recipes. And really nothing says I love you like goodies that you make from your heart and soul and with caring and sensitivity. So without chemicals, we're going to love on the guys in our life. And if you also are involved in doTERRA already, they just did a men's series. It's Men's Guys Month this month with doTERRA, obviously, and yesterday and I believe today also they launched their Guys series webinar, and it had a lot of great information. You can catch the replay if you go to doTERRA.com. You can click on the Empowered Life series, and every month they feature different leaders in doTERRA just sharing what they're doing with their oils this month or whatever, and it was a lot of great information, so I definitely recommend that you watch that. There were tips on using the Lifelong Vitality Pack, tips on different ways to use your oils for the men in your life. So hopefully with all this information you can really put together something really fun this weekend for the guys in your life. So and as always, you know, feel free to reach out to me if you need support. This is one of my favorite resources that also has great information on using oils for everyone in your family, not just the guys. But if you have your book handy, you can bookmark pages 402 and 403, and this has a ton of great recipes and ideas. This is the Essential Life book, and I gift this to all of my new oilers when they get started with a starter kit, because I think it's really, really important to have education. I am contacted almost every single day from someone, or at least a few people, asking for support, saying that they can't get a hold of the person that got them started, and it's unfortunate because whoever you choose to lead you and guide you in your doTERRA journey is the person that you are committed with for your journey, and it's almost impossible to move to another team and be supported by someone else. But me and Dr. Laura Ritchie, a lot of us are out here providing lots of free support and education, so be sure that you follow Dr. Laura Ritchie. She is my oily partner in crime, and we do our Two Curls on Oil podcast together every month, and lots of us are out here providing education on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. So use us as a resource, and if you need someone to get you started and provide you the education and the support and the resources and the tools, I am here, and I would love to welcome you into my oil family. So oh, thank you so much. Oh, I am so excited to have you, Heather. I really love it. And so yeah, let's get started. The first recipe is going to be our hair and scalp stimulating treatment for all the doTERRAs and the guys in our life. So for this, again, this is just going to support your guy with thinning hair and with anything that they might want support with. If their hair is thinning on the side or on the back, they can use this as a leave-in treatment or put this on before they take a shower. It's a really great, flexible type of product. Now, if you don't want to make your own, you can always go with, oh, Becky, I love that your hearts match my outfit. Hello. Always color-coded for the jam. But you can always use the doTERRA Root to Tip Serum. That's a great one. The problem that I have with that is it has lavender, and lavender is just not my personal favorite oil, and I know a lot of men out there don't necessarily want to smell like lavender when they're going out and about. So I really like this variation, but you can do whatever's easy. So if you have the Root to Tip Serum and the guy in your life wants to try it out, by all means try it out, but also it gives you another option. So, and as always, anything that I'm making that is something that doTERRA sells, it's just another option from the menu. It gives you options so that you can really tailor it to your personal tastes and the aromas that you find enjoyable, that resonate with you. So the first oil we're gonna add is rosemary, and we are gonna add 10 drops of each of our essential oils into our dropper bottle, and I just like to get a small dropper bottle. 5, and let me fill her up. There we go, 10 drops of rosemary, and rosemary smells so fresh, and when I smell it, I just feel focused. I like to diffuse it with eucalyptus. I love rosemary. It's really, really fantastic to, oh, you have the same jacket? Holly, we're twinning. What up? Gangsters in the house. I love twinning, but I love rosemary. It smells so fresh. I love to diffuse it with eucalyptus or lemongrass, and it smells so fresh, and I just love it, and it's very masculine. It's very unisex. I love it. The next oil we're gonna add is one of our amazing favorites. Yeah, rosemary and peppermint to wake up is so fantastic. Even just a drop of both of those in your palms and just cover your nose and mouth and take some deep inhalations, it will just wake you up from the core. So cedarwood is one of our amazing favorites. We're gonna add 10 drops of this to our dropper as well. And already it's smelling fantastic and amazing in this kitchen, which is only gonna be officially our kitchen for a few more days, because on Monday we sign the papers to the next family that's gonna take it on, and I couldn't be more thrilled about that. So moving on, the next oil we're gonna use is thyme. This is a fantastic oil as well for follicle support and for the skin. So we're gonna add 10 drops of thyme. We sold our townhouse, and in case you haven't been following our journey, I've been sharing some of those transitions on Instagram. We are doing a rent back, so the people that are buying our home, we are staying here for another month while our new home is finished being built, and then we'll move in less than a month. So it's gonna be a whole new backdrop for my Periscope demos. It's gonna open up a whole new world. I'm gonna keep it simple for the next month while we're packing things up, and a lot of my tools are gonna be packed and ready to go, but then it's game on. Lots of cooking demos and super fun things I can't wait to show you guys in the new pad. So we added rosemary and cedarwood and thyme, and then the next oil we're gonna add is peppermint. Peppermint is so invigorating. Thank you, Heather, so much. I can't wait for you and Noah to come and zoom down the cul-de-sac with your bikes, and we're gonna sip homemade lemonade on the porch together. It's gonna be amazing. So 10 drops of peppermint. Peppermint is so invigorating, and it's fresh, and it's just gonna give that little tingle on the scalp. It's fantastic. So 10 drops of peppermint. You can use Melaleuca if you don't have time. I just saw that pop up there. You can use Melaleuca for sure. All right, and then clary sage, 10 drops of clary sage. And clary sage is super earthy and fantastic. It's great for mood. And I love these little dropper bottle tops from shareoils.com. They're fantastic. And then the last oil we're gonna use is ylang ylang. And ylang ylang is a really nice top note, and it's just gonna blend really well with everything and kind of take a little bit of the edge off of the earthiness of the thyme, because thyme is very herbaceous, and it just kind of mixes really well with all of those. Clary sage definitely takes a little time, I will not lie. It's one that I love for emotional support, but it definitely took me a little time to get used to it. And we're just finishing up with our ylang ylang. And there we go. And then we're just gonna simply top this with carrier oil. I like to use fractionated coconut oil because it's not greasy, and when they fractionate it, so you have solid coconut oil that is solid at room temperature, and when it's fractionated, they remove the fatty lipids, so that keeps it solid, it keeps it liquid at room temperature, and it is a fantastic oil to use for your potions and lotions and any of your roller balls. So I love to use this carrier oil. You can use macadamia oil, you can use almond oil, you can use lots of different options. I just love coconut because it's got an infinite shelf life and it's not going to go rancid on you. So you just want to fill this up almost to the top, but you want to leave a little room to put your dropper in. And there you go, and you just give this a little zhuzh, which I still don't know how to spell, but one day maybe I will. It just sounds nice. We're going to give it a little zhuzh. And we have our hair and scalp stimulating treatment for the guys in your life. And this label is from the little set from oillife.com, and the cool thing it has is all of the ingredients and all of the oils used and instructions on the label itself. So the guy in your life won't have to worry about what to do with it. If you're giving this as a gift, it's going to be fantastic. Hi Anna, yeah, you definitely need this. Hi Kelly, Patty, absolutely, you are going to love this. It's super simple and easy. Now all you do is just take a few drops, I would say maybe 3 to 4 drops of your potion into the palm, and then you will just have the guy in your life massage it into the scalp area and just kind of rub vigorously for a few seconds and get it all incorporated into the scalp and into the hair follicle area. And depending on how oily their scalp is, if they have a more oily scalp, you can have them do this before they take a shower. So maybe while they're brushing their teeth or they're doing whatever, you can have them put this on their scalp beforehand, and then it'll just be able to penetrate from the heat from the shower. And if their hair is not too oily, then they can do it afterward and as a leave-in treatment. So this is great. I hope you will try this, and hopefully you can add it to your other man cave essentials that we've been collecting over the last 3 weeks in this little mini series. So our next recipe, put this aside, our next recipe is the Barking Dogs Gnarly Nails Foot Fungus Among Us treatment. Yes. I didn't see that comment, so hopefully you can retype it. I was looking away. But yeah, the oils are going to really help stimulate the blood flow and just get those follicles moving and stimulated to grow, and it's going to be fantastic. Yeah. Bye-bye foot fungus, right? See if you can see that. Bye-bye. And this beautiful wood grain label is super masculine, and the guys in your life are going to love it, and they're not going to feel like they're using perfume or anything too frou-frou, if you will. So they're going to love this, and it's super simple. In our 10 milliliter roller ball from the Root and Petal, again, because I like to match the labels, I just find it really nice and fun, and it's just easy to get all the things that you want. We're going to take Melaleuca, which is tea tree oil, and again, if you don't have time from the recipe before with the the hair treatment, you can just use Melaleuca instead of thyme. So Melaleuca is tea tree oil, and it's super cleansing, and it's going to kill that bacteria and kill all those nasty little things living between the toes of your loved ones. So we're going to add 5 drops of our Melaleuca to our roller ball. And this is not just for the guys. Ladies, you have gnarly nails too, I'm sure. Some of you do. And though, of course, they smell like roses, but if you get any toenail fungus issue, you can use this. I also recommend getting regular pedicures or doing them for yourself. You can get really inexpensive pedicure tools on Amazon or Ulta or your local beauty store, and you can make sure that you're really cleaning thoroughly between and underneath your nails, especially if you're working out. And if you're working out, you definitely want to use caution when you are sweating. You want to take your shoes and your socks off and let your feet breathe after you exercise. You don't want to be wearing sweaty socks and your feet are just a breeding ground for germs when they're really moist like that. So the next oil we're adding is basil. Basil is also super fresh and cleansing. Ironically, these 2 oils are also in our ear support blend that we love to recommend for new mamas out there. 5 drops of basil. Very cleansing, and it's going to help kill all that bacteria between the toes and between the nails and be great and supportive for the skin. The next oil we're going to use is wild orange. And any of our citrus oils are going to be antibacterial and cleansing and really fantastic for the skin. Hi Janie, oh I'm so glad you joined, thanks. Great to see you. So we're going to add 5 drops of our wild orange. And then we are gonna add peppermint, because peppermint is super minty fresh, and it's just gonna be really nice and cleansing as well. Yeah, I never would have thought to use wild orange either, but it totally makes sense, and I love these cool little simple recipes that I got from this little sticker sheet from oillife.com. So be sure you snag those up next time you order anything from there, because they have really great resources. And then the last oil is Arbor Vitae. Now this is a super, super manly oil. All the guys in your life are gonna love this. I think it smells like a campsite. It definitely was an acquired taste, an acquired smell, but an acquired like for me, but it's a super powerful oil. It's great for immune boosting. You can add this oil to your immunity roller that you put on your kiddos, that you swipe down your kiddos' spine and your feet. It's fantastic. I know Becky really loves this oil, and it's just a great oil for anything cleansing, anything immune boosting, and it's got a really nice woodsy, strong aroma. So this is gonna be really great for helping cleanse those piggies, or in our case, the gnarly feet. Bye-bye foot fungus among us, right? So we've got our oils, and then we're just gonna top this with fractionated coconut oil. And again, I love to use fractionated coconut oil in all of my roller blends. It's really great because it's going to absorb into the skin nicely and not be greasy or stain your clothing or anything like that. Yeah, and wild orange is such a fresh aroma. It's invigorating and it smells so nice, and it's gonna really just freshen up. Like that wild orange and peppermint, those two smells right there along with the melaleuca are super duper cleansing. So we're gonna give this a zhuzh like we do, and look, the roller itself matches the roller top, which matches the label, and it's just super fun and masculine. And then all you'll do is have the guy in your life roll this blend right in between the toes and in between over where the toenails are as well. And I would do this 2 times a day. So in the morning before he puts his socks and shoes on for work, and then in the evening after he's taken a shower, he can put this on and then maybe put socks on while it absorbs. But this is our bye-bye foot fungus roller to support all those guys in our life, or us. Anyone can enjoy this. No discrimination whatsoever here. On Throw It Out Thursday, we do discriminate against the chemicals, however. Yeah, you definitely don't want to put it on an open sore. Absolutely not. You never want to put oils anywhere on an open sore. You want to always let your boo-boos scab over, especially when you're using Correct-X, because it will burn. If someone tells you Correct-X doesn't burn, then they're not being honest with you, because anything is going to burn an open sore unless it's like lavender or something like that. But other oils, they will burn your skin, and you do not want to further irritate your skin. So definitely oils never in the eyes, in the ears, and anything like in the eyelids or anything like that. If you're using oils around the eyes, you always want to go around the eye socket. For ears, you always want to go around the ear, never inside the ear, and then you never want to use oils on an open sore. So you want to let those things scab over and do what they're going to do. And then, yeah, I personally do not put Correct-X directly on an open sore. That is just me personally, but I encourage you to do whatever works for your home. But if someone tells you Correct-X doesn't burn, I'm sorry, but they're not telling you the truth. So there you have it. I don't know what to say. It is what it is. Like, it's gonna burn, so don't do it. We've all learned the hard way, so hopefully you don't have to. You can learn through other people's mistakes. And our last blend is our Play Hard Workout Relief. And this is just gonna be so great to have in your arsenal. You know what? It's all about learning. This is what we do here every single week. We're learning together, and it's just important that you know how to use your oils so that you can support your family in a way that's comfortable for you. So yeah, you just don't want to, you know, and everyone's different, but me personally, I don't ever recommend people put those things on an open sore. I always recommend that they let it breathe or, you know, scab over for a day overnight. You can put lavender over it, but other than that, and perhaps frankincense, but not the ointment. I do not recommend that. So this is our Play Hard Workout Relief, and like I mentioned earlier, I love using this before. So I encourage my oilers to use Deep Blue Rub or whatever oils they're going to use for muscle soothing before they go out for a run, before they go stretch, before they do any kind of rigorous workout. Especially for us, we're going to be moving boxes. Hi, Effie. We're going to be moving boxes here in the next week, and up to we're going to be moving boxes really for the next 4 weeks or so, bringing things from the different levels of our house, and we are going to be oiled up like a slip and slide before we pick up the first box because you do not want to injure yourself. So this blend is great for before you exercise or before rigorous activity, and you can also use it afterward. So in this Play Hard Workout Relief blend for all the guys in our life, in a 10 milliliter roller ball, again from the Root and Petal, because we love color coding, and see this label right here that has all the beautiful wood grain. This is from the Rollerball Remedies men's series. It matches right along with this blue label, so the guys in your life are going to appreciate that, hopefully. You are going to add 5 drops of coriander. 5 drops of coriander. This is going to add some really great muscle relief for you. Just 5 drops of this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And lemongrass. We're going to add 5 drops of lemongrass. Lemongrass is super phenomenal for anything muscle related, ligaments, anything like that. It's a great workout oil. I just love this oil so much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I even have this oil and some of these oils in the blend we made during the Pregnancy, Birth, and Baby series for pain. Cypress is another one. I just love cypress. Cypress is one of the unsung oil heroes for pain that is really oftentimes forgotten and not really included in a lot of blends. People reach for Deep Blue and they don't think that there are so many other oils out there, but cypress is also in, I believe cypress is in the Aroma Touch blend. So there's just so many great oils to choose from, and these are the oils that were featured in the particular Rollerball men's series blends. But as always, feel free to use whatever resonates with you, whatever oils that you find really supportive in your oil journey. And last but not least, frankincense, because frankincense is super duper great for driving these oils deeper into the cellular level. Yes, oh, Casey, definitely add cypress to your order. I love it. I love the woodsier oils. I love the cedar wood and cypress, and I find them really fantastic. So we're going to add 5 drops of frankincense, and we're actually also going to add peppermint too. Peppermint to this. There we go. And peppermint again is going to be cooling. So you know, like when you bite into an Altoid and you feel that rush of cool, that's what peppermint is going to do with your cells and with your muscles and on the skin. So when you're feeling like if you pulled a muscle or if you have pain, it's going to help cool down that area and cool off that inflammation. And then the frankincense is going to drive in all the other great properties of all the other oils we used. And it's just going to be a fantastic trifecta for you of all of these beautiful oils working in harmony together. And that's why I love blending oils together, because we don't want to be carrying around all of our oils. In fact, when I was doing a welcome call with one of my new oilers this week, it came up in conversation about using oils, you know, neat out of the bottle versus in blends. And I was explaining that it's just not practical to carry around 5 or 6 oils in the full-size bottle with us wherever we go. They could get broken, they could get lost, they could get stolen, who knows what could happen. And we work really hard for that liquid gold, so we don't want something to happen to it. And God forbid, of course, it's always sad if we lose or break a roller, but there's only a few drops of our precious oil in there, and that's okay because we have our backups at home. But I love having these on the go, and it just allows us to use our oils in a more profound, prolific way by having them quickly, and we can just rub it on our areas that are painful. Like if you have carpal tunnel, or you have a painful wrist or head tension, you know, you can use these oils in so many versatile ways. So again, all we do is just give this a little zhuzh, and we have our Play Hard Workout Relief Roller in no time flat. And whoever you're gifting this to, the guys in your life, the ladies in your life, anyone really, but especially for Father's Day this Sunday, before you work out and after you work out, or if you're going to be lifting things, doing yard work, mowing the lawn, anything like that, this is a great oil to rub onto anything like your legs, your thighs, your arms, your shoulders, your neck and your back, your hamstrings, your quads, everywhere. This is a great workout oil to have in your arsenal, in your gym bag. So in no time flat, we made 3 super simple oils for the guys in our life: our Bye Bye Foot Fungus, Gnarly Nails, Barking Dogs, Fungus Among Us, Hit the Road foot oil treatment for those toenails. And we did our workout blend, and last but not least, we did our hair and scalp stimulating treatment. So these 3 oils will be, these 3 blends will go super well with all of the other man cave essentials that we've made for the last 3 weeks. So hopefully you have something fun and special planned for all the guys in your life this Sunday. to let them know that you care and let them know that you want chemicals out of their lives too, because you love them and you want them to live healthy and happy. And so from my house to yours, I hope you have a wonderful Father's Day weekend. And don't forget that I am pilgrimaging through a 4-week series. I'm halfway there through my I Am Fabulous emotional support blend for transition that I'm sharing. I'm highlighting 16 of the blends in Desiree Mangendog's book. You can get this book from oillife.com as well as the stickers that I featured earlier. And the blends are fantastic. They're helping me support myself and my emotions as we navigate the next 4 weeks of this transition in our lives. And it's really fun to share that and just, you know, be vulnerable and share what's going on, because that's what this is all about. How do we use our oils, not only from a remedy perspective, but on an emotional dimension too, because using your oils for emotional support is an amazing facet of our wellness journey, because our emotions trigger a lot of different things in our lives, our gut health, our immunity, and we want to be sure that we are doing everything we can to use our oils to help support us and the people in our lives. And so it's fun to share with you all of that. And as well as Dr. Laura and I, our June podcast was just posted, so be sure you go to the 2 Curls on Oil Facebook page and you can post a learning comment, something that you found informative or that you learned from our June podcast, and you can comment in that thread and you can enter to win our giveaway. We're excited to share that. And you can also watch it on YouTube if you're not on Facebook, because I know some of my oilers are not on Facebook. You can go over to my YouTube channel or Dr. Laura's YouTube channel. Oh, Shannon, I'm so glad you got the emotions book. It's fantastic. Now, this emotions book is not the only one. One of my absolute other favorites too that I've been using for a couple years is the Emotions and Essential Oils Reference for Healing. It's in the yellow spiral bound. You can get it on Amazon Kindle for about $7 digitally. You can have it always on hand, or you can have it in hard copy from Oil Life or anywhere like that. Oh, I like to use the In Vivo brand, Genie. This is just my favorite brand because it's a larger bottle and it comes with a pump. And what I really like is when these are empty, I can use these to make my own shave oil for the shower, because I like to shave my legs with my own homemade fractionated coconut oil with some essential oils. I like to add Roman chamomile and melaleuca, and I love making my own recipes using the empty bottles because they come in a nice pump. So while doTERRA does offer a 4-ounce fractionated coconut oil bottle, I prefer this, and this is something that I gift to all my new oilers instead of the small bottle, along with a set of the root and petal roller balls, because I feel that it's really, really important, not only in addition to having my education and my support and my leadership, but I need my oilers to have the tools. And so when someone gets started on their oil journey with me and they order their starter kit of oils, I send them the fractionated coconut oil and a set of roller balls, because when we do our welcome call, we do a one-on-one video chat, and I'm walking them through how to make some of the top blends that they wanted to come to oils to support, you know, immunity, gut health, head tension, restful sleep, stress management, all of those things. So it's a really helpful tool for me to help them, so that, you know, virtually wherever they are, I'm directly in their living room and I can help them blend up these oils and teach them how simple it is to make roller balls. How many drops in the pump bottle for this shave bottle? Oh, I don't know. This is a 16-ounce bottle. So I literally just will fill this up with either, you can just get a whole separate bottle, or you can just do it halfway and, you know, see how long it lasts you. It lasts a really long time. And you just add 1 drop per ounce. So if you're gonna do 8 ounces of fractionated coconut oil, I would add 8 drops of whichever oils you're gonna use to shave with. So like Roman chamomile, cedarwood, melaleuca. Those oils are really great for the skin. Also helichrysum, but helichrysum's a pretty expensive oil, so I don't know that I would use that one in a shave oil that you're gonna be using every day. But I love it and it's fantastic. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. As always, reach out with any questions about getting started on your oil journey. There are oils for every budget. There are some great incentives this month for getting started, so I can't wait to support you. Reach out if you have questions. Have an awesome Father's Day, and show me what you're making for the guys in your life, and you know, let me know how they enjoy it when they get started with these. So I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you next Thursday. Bye, guys.